Welcome to the Twin Flame Awakening podcast. Today is an episode number 21, and I'm glad to hear you back here. 21 is apparently a big number in Twin Flame harmony and balance. And in today's episode, we are going to discuss about following topics. First of all, we'll talk about what does the number 21 means. Second of all, why am I talking today about the number 21? Well, since beginning of June, there has been two new portals that has opened for love and unity. The first one was 369 and it happened in the beginning of June. And as I have spoken to many of my clients and including myself, I have noticed that something has happened during this portal. And apparently we'll get the answers around 21st of June when it's summer solstice, when the night is the shortest and the day is the longest. That's the shift time. We'll also discuss a little bit about the new moon energies, and I'm making a special video about new moon and new moon energies as zodiac signs, and it will be up on a Patreon and on my YouTube as a shorter version. But those who wish to hear or see what their twin flames are currently going through or what your energies are up there, you will have a chance to see this on Patreon. And thank you so much for each one of you who have joined the Patreon. It helps me to bring in more quality content, more help, and I'm so glad to see you supporting me. I also, right before we're going to dive into the day's topics, I'll just say that those who are supporting me on Patreon and has become my Patreons, it's $5.99 a month, and you will see the video version of myself over there. So those who wish to see me, how do I look like, who I am, and how does the whole process is going on, you can see that on Patreon. You will also have an access, so that's something, write yourself down, on 25th of June 2023. So those who are listening this a little bit later, you missed the train, but still I believe that on Patreon we will have Q and live question and answer live session, and it's for my Patreons. So sign up today because it will be a little bit limited. I'll try to keep that I can answer for all of you who are joining. And it will be on Sunday, so it's Sunday the 25th, and it will be the New York time at noon, and Central European time at 6 o'clock. So those who can join, feel free to join, ask me any kind of questions you have, and if you need me to pick up some of the energies, I'll be able to do so. It will last 2 hours, and when I record this for you, it will be anonymous, so you can join as anonymously. I will post up all the questions and answers. And the reason I'm doing this, that I feel I keep on repeating myself with my clients, especially when it comes to energy updates and things that are going on at the moment. So I just would like that you have this incredible opportunity to dive into the Q&A and get some answers of what we are seeking for at the moment. The reason why I'm doing this also, as the first one is going to be on 25th, is that on the 21st of June, there's going to be a big shift. I believe that many of you who are listening today, their twin flames have been very quiet past 2-3 weeks. And you are wondering what is happening, why they are not getting in touch with me, why am I doing something wrong? Or you feel inside of you a big shift. Like either you feel very tired. That happened to me, and I was like, how can I be so tired? The reason why we didn't have an episode on Wednesday. Also, it was my birthday, so all the Geminis, it's our moon coming up, so check out the energies. But I felt that something is off, and I started to tap into the more of the energies. I did a healings. I did the very big, a ritual, which I do actually in about every 1.5 months, especially when I've worked a lot with clients, because I have taken a lot of their energies and clearing them. But I felt that something is different, and I already knew that from the beginning, that the first weekend of June there was a new portal opening, and there was a big shift of overall how my twin flame was communicating with me. And I also heard from my clients that either the twin flames are not saying anything, or like something happened to them. And so, of course, thanks to this opportunities, I was able to dive into the energies and realize, yes, there's a new portal, and that portal that opened was for love and unity. And now, as we came back to the number of 21, and 21 is is a balance and harmony number. So it's like how do I say this? So it's a time for a balance and harmony, and also completion. So these two numbers are like the perfect ratio of each other. As we know, many of you, 111 is a big twin flame angel number that often gives us the understanding that your twin flames are around you. Or also, I can say that in a twin flame world, 111 is a sign that either you're going to see this prior meeting your twin flame, or you're seeing this during the time when you are, let's say, in a separation or all of this. 111 is always in like a, how do I say, um, like a sign of a shift. Okay, so it's more of a like, it's that everything is going to change in your life. Like before I met my twin flame, the 1111 was just absolutely everywhere. The moment I got up from my computer, it was 1111 each time. And I'm not even kidding here, that it started to annoy me. I'm like, why 1111? Back then, I had no idea about twin flames. So during the time when I was in separation and going through the things, I kept on seeing also 1111 until the last moment when I could not um, no longer accept this. So, I mean, accept in a way that I had to let go of my old self. So 1111 in that terms is an enlightenment number. Okay, so it's not a number of union, but 222 is a number of union. But 1111, it means that now your life is about to change. You're seeing that angels are guiding you, that be ready. I'm taking you for a little roller coaster. And if you're seeing 1111 right now, even if you're in a separation, that means that you have another levels to go for. So this is to highlight your spirituality. 1111 is a sign in twin flames to get to another level, to the higher vibration. So then now we go 2, which is part of the 21. And 222, or if we see our sign of union. So if we see 222, we see 2020, 22, that means that everything is becoming together. So now if we understand that when we see there is like a big shift or change and this coming together, that now you get a confirmation about twin flames. Like now you know that is happening. And that's why this number 21, and that is coming up on now in June, prior to these two portals, means that many twin flame runners are waking up. And they really do. So currently there has been a quite a silence. You can leave me down a comment down below and share your experience. What has happened past 2 weeks? I've spoken about 10 or 15 twin flame journey, people like souls who are on a twin flame journey, and most of them have said that something has happened last couple of weeks. Either I feel very tired, either feel that I need to tell something to my twin flame. And this is I'm going to discuss also in today's episode. Because many of you have heard from me being an advocate of not reaching out to your twin flame. I always say, do not say to your twin flame that he or she is your twin flame. Do not do this, and do not freak them out with this idea. Today, I'd like to say that actually after the 21st, many of you have to somehow reach out to your twin flame. And this is, as you can see, really what I'm normally not saying what you should do. But I'm also aligning for you when you should do that. So I'll bring it out right now. When you haven't heard from your twin flame, let's say you had a conversation in May, but now in June it has been very silent. It's because they're silent because they're going through a change. They're very confused. They're extremely confused, to be honest, because now all of a sudden the reality they thought they have is no longer there. You remember in the beginning when you had a dark night of the soul or the shift, what you wanted to do? You actually wanted to isolate yourself. You wanted to be alone. You felt very vulnerable, very, how do I say, you wanted to be alone. So, and it was a moment like I remember for myself right before I was literally crying and I could not come out of the bed, and I was trying to leave, but I didn't. Like it was a death, like real. I remember my last moments when I really lift my hands up and said, you know what? I cannot no longer. I don't know what it is. If somebody says it's twin flames, good story. I don't know what it is, but I'm willing to accept whatever comes on my way. And from that moment, it was the 2nd of August when I said, 2nd of August, 2022. And now I looked back, there was the same portal opening on that time. And it finished on the 21st. No, sorry, on the 22nd. And who reached out to me on the 22nd? My twin flame. So many of you will have a big shift happening this weekend or this upcoming week. That's why I'm hosting the Q&A on 25th on my Patreon. So become my Patreon and support me over there, that I could keep on doing this podcast and share information with you and give all my knowledge and guidance for you. So as on 25th, you can ask any kind of questions or any kind of energies you have, and that's part of the subscription. So every month, twice a month, you will have a Q&A, and we can dive into any kind of twin flame stories and more. Also, you can let me know if the time is not exactly convenient for you. I can make different for the Europeans and for the ones who are across the ocean. Anyways, going back to the shift. So like I explained, that now we have the 21. So the 21 is coming along. And that means that now, if you're listening this today, it's a new moon. It's a Gemini new moon. And new moons mean new beginnings. And here I also give you like I said on my Patreon, you can read about you can read about the you can read about the astrology and see what is happening to you, and if there are some strange things are happening. If you happen to see the 21, I believe that the summer is your union, or at least your twin flame will tell you that, wow, yes, you are mine. So what I was trying to tell you here is that the Gemini new moon, which you're listening today, is in a square of Neptune and semi-square to Venus. Venus is, which planet is Venus? A love planet. We all know that love, like Venus, is where the women are coming from, and it presents an opportunity and reflection. So here is, if you are you really would like to make a big shift in your twin flame connection, you have to reflect today and really reflect on what this journey has taught you. What did you learn from this journey that made you to understand who you are actually and who you're not? And also the things that didn't go as well as planned. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that twin flame journey is a journey that shifts your life perspective, your life forever. As we are now in this portal and we are opening, believe me, it's going to be a big shift. And most of your who are on a higher frequency at the moment will have a very romantic summer. It's going to be very different than you've been expecting. For those who are on a low vibration right now, and not in a bad way of low vibration, but you are in a vibration where you're starting to change, for you, it's very important that you start sharing and reflecting to your journey and let go of what is no longer there. If your chakras are blocked, unblock your chakras. If there is something that gives you the hurt and pain, it's time to go in and talk to this pain, whether we like it or not. Without this pain, without letting go of this, you will not have a peace. And it will not happen that you go in a higher vibration. So those who need consultation and need help, again, my website should be up next week to make the booking so much easier. I apologize for replying so slowly. Worked on the website the whole week in order to make sure that you can easily book, easily get in touch with me, and we can have the calls quickly as possible. Just because replying the emails and finding time takes so much more time, and I felt like I want to be in touch with you as quickly as possible, and going back and forth and double booking or anything like this. I was like, no, take a time off, take a step back, make the website ready, let people to book, let people to connect and share your information that I know today with all of you. So I'm very happy that it should be ready latest by Wednesday. So you can easily book, easily talk to me, easily share your stories. And for those who wish to share these stories, for Wednesday episode is twinflameawakeningjourney@gmail.com. So I'm looking forward to your journeys. But if you need a consultation, if you need healing help, I have now made 2 different versions of my packages, my consultation packages. So one is that where we can just discuss about your twin flame journey, and the other one comes with the healing. So for those who want to just share the story and they feel like they would like to just share and have a moment, 45 minutes call and we can discuss and talk about it. Those who wish to let go of anything that is holding them back, I'm offering also healing consultations along with that. And it's an hour consultation. And there I'm going to heal you. I'm going to tell you what you have to do. I'm going to tap into your soul's energy and see what is happening over there. So there's going to be a little bit different options now available. So thank you for listening for that part. Anyways, going back to this new energy part, and that many twin flame runners are awakening. So what can we expect from it? What can we expect that, okay, my twin flame is now awakening. How do I know? So the number one sign is that your twin flame has been quiet, at least for the last, I would say, 2-3 weeks, there has been a silence. You haven't heard from anything. And even if you're connected on social media and everything like this, and they keep on looking at your stories or not even looking at your stories or any of these things, you have to understand that now you need to give them a little space. Okay? The second thing is if you have felt something in your body, and tiredness is a very big factor that they're changing. I like to bring in the tiredness for the fact that it's like the old oil is going out of the body and the new oil is coming inside of the body. So and then we feel, as the ones who are awakened already, we tend to feel their energy, and it takes us so low that all we want to do is just to sleep and just to be isolated. So now think of themselves. It's for them even harder. And if they do not yet have the conscious understanding of that, then I think, like for me at least, I remember when I first started to wake up for that twin flame connection. So like I said, my twin did not communicate with me since May. I was obsessed until end of June. Then I started to get all these twin flame signs. I did get them in the beginning as well, but it didn't make much sense to me because I was like, okay, yeah, twin flame, what it's supposed to mean. Is it a love story? Is it because obviously I was obsessed. And now, reflecting back to this, I see the twin flame connection way beyond as just as a love story. I see it's like a true bliss spiritual awakening where you trust the universe, where you trust your soul, where you hear yourself, what you're supposed to do in this world. And you really embrace the experience as a life. If you would like your twin flame come back to you, if you would like to have an harmonious union where you do something, union where your love is beyond everything, and you're willing to serve the world in your highest power, you need to let go of any pain. And I tell you something here, this is something I've noticed a lot. And that's very normal that we do that. But I'm saying this just because I would like you to stop doing it. So I'm saying this, that many of you would say about your twin flame, oh, my twin flame is like this. My twin flame doesn't talk to me like that. My twin flame didn't tell me this. My twin flame was this and that. My twin flame is not nice or is cold. Why my twin flame is not talking to me? Why my twin flame is distant? Why my twin flame is there and this and that? You're talking of your twin's ego. You're not talking of your twin flame soul. If you go within, if you do the work, if you let go of anything that is out there, you don't see any negative things. And there is no negative things because you are the same soul. When your twin flame is cold, it's because of, and you will know that my twin flame is cold because they're going through something. The soul is trying to awaken. I give them space. I give them time. I give them a moment. When your twin flame is, let's say, is not interested of you, it's not because they are not interested of you, because if you do the work and you talk to your twin flame, you'll have all the answers. There is just also the 3D matter, which we shouldn't forever forget it. Unions can happen, but you also have to understand that there's a 3D. And my teachings and everything is always about the fact that become your higher self, become this radiant being, become the one that brings the love and light, become the one who walks in and is just like an angel or like a god. Like become this, because that's what this journey is about. And I know when you are in this obsessive phase, you are like, oh, will I be ever with my twin flame? Will my twin flame ever come back to me? But these are questions based on fear. These are questions that you don't believe that you deserve it. You don't believe and trust the journey. You're questioning of the things that actually should come inside of your heart. So, and how do you get there? You get there when you connect your soul and you let go of any kind of questions that may or may not come on your way, such as, does my twin flame love me? Of course your twin flame loves you if you love yourself. When you ask, why did my twin flame ignore me? Because there is a time and space where you need to heal. And you need to let go of these old bad wounds. And these wounds you know when you do the work with yourself. Because divine feminines are the ones who tend to wake up earlier. Why? Because divine feminine is not the one who chases, it's the one who attracts actually. So now the universe wants you to make you to attract anything and everything in this world. So pretty much if you go on a higher frequency, you start attracting money, love, relationships, everything so quickly, like you're manifesting them within a minute. Why? Because you are love. And it has nothing to do with being with your physical twin flame. Yes, if the universe decides it's your time to be together this lifetime and do things together, you will do it together. But if you are today listening to this and questioning if my twin flame is loving me, if I'm part of my twin flame, why my twin flame ran away, why I'm not happy, why I'm feeling sad, why I'm feeling not worthy, why you have all of these questions, then you have to unblock them inside of you. That's the only medicine I can give you here. Actually it's just I keep on jumping from one thing to another. But I want to tell you something. As I mentioned, that many twin flame runners has been quiet past 2 or 3 weeks. You feel very tired, very silent, been on that side. My twin flame is very silent, but I also know why. And my clients were doing the work with me. Another also wrote that my twin flame has been so silent. So I reached out eventually, first telepathically, talking, shall I reach out to my twin flame? Shall I ask my twin flame? And all of this, because these things are important, that before you have a 3D connection, have a telepathic communication. You can watch or you can listen to the YouTube video about that, how to talk with the telepathy. And after talking to my clients and having this, and I thought, I'm just curious to, I don't want to ask my twin flame something today, so I'll do the telepathic communication. And I wish I could have recorded. I should have, but I did a meditation. I dived into this energy. I felt very, very, very tired. I felt like, okay, he's lost. He's having a very hard time, and I already know that. I know he's going to have a very hard time with his spiritual awakening. I was told that through my channeling, and when I was doing this, it was saying, you are the guide. You're gonna have to help him, and you're gonna help also others. So, but then I dived into it and I just said like, if you love me, just send me whichever way you wish, but just tell me today. And so the day went on, I went out, I went for a walk, and then I ended up in some random pub for a drink actually, and I was not supposed to be in this. So this is the part of the spiritual journey. You go to places where you're not supposed to go, but you feel like you have to go there, or something guides you there. And we were supposed to go on completely the opposite restaurant, but somehow we ended up there. Like we got over there. And on that day, I had some problems with my other phone, so I had no internet connection and I had to use the Wi-Fi. And I went to the bar, and it was a pretty random bar where I normally wouldn't go and anything like this. And I said, hey guys, would you mind telling me what is the Wi-Fi password? Because I couldn't see it on the... And the guy looked at me and says, I love you. And I was like, of course it's I love you. Of course it is I love you. And that's how simple was the answer for me on that day. And this pub had nothing to do with the love or anything like that. And I happened to be there randomly on that day. I didn't even plan any of that. So if you're seeking answers from your twin flame, telepathic communication, communication from others, always is there. If you're in a high frequency, if you've done the work with yourself, and if you feel like you need to have the work, please get in touch with me, twinflameawakeningjourney@gmail.com. The first consultation call is for free. It's 45 minutes and it's for free. You can talk to your story, we can discuss about it, and then maybe you have some answers. Now, let's go back to this whole topic, what we were talking today. So there was this 21 where I said 1111 was the sign of that you are on a spiritual journey, your spiritual guides around you, you are meeting your twin flame, everything is good. The next thing is that 1222, which is a sign of a union. That you're going to receive confirmation about your twin flame and you're going to see the 3D manifestation of your twin flame. So that means that you're very close to your union. So now if we think of 21 is together, the number 2 is telling that you are on this journey together with your spirit and your twin. So why this 21 is now important is that when we got into this portal, they started to change. And I do believe that many of you are knowing that they have felt very tired. It's very exhausting. So just to say that you are close to union. And that's why 21 is a balance, harmony, and union. It's a big number. 21 plays a big role. So what you could do now in order to make this happen. First of all, we have a new moon today. So today is a perfect time to reflect. In order to reflect, you need to take time and really write down how do you feel about your twin flame. So for example, today you sit down in a meditation and you start talking or feeling or saying that I'm thankful for this journey, what it has taught to me. How do I feel about this journey? Who I have become during this journey? How I have lifted my self-worth? How I have seen my mission in this world? How I have become who I'm supposed to be? And you talk this all the way because it's time to reflect of that journey. It's to reflect who you are and who you're supposed to be. The next thing is set intentions. And now it's 2 different ways of setting intentions. One way is that you are going to, you are going to talk of your own intentions. And then you're going to talk about the union intentions. So for yourself, you would say, I tend to do this. I intend to take more time for myself. I intend to love myself more. I intend to read this book. For those who haven't read The Power of Now yet, or The Alchemist, please do that. It will change your life when you heal yourself. And the next thing is that, and then you set intentions for this whole love and union. I would like to remind you that twin flame union is not just walk in a park where you don't have to do anything. You have to do a lot on twin flame journey. So you will have a mission to bring love and light and make a difference in this world. So if you can, please bring in more love and light. So take the time to reflect. And for the third one, actually, I could say that it's a time for healing and letting go of the things that are no longer part of you. So for those who can, a meditation again, breath work. So now I was supposed to read that way before, but I'm reading it now. A, a wonderful soul wrote to me. She wrote also her story for me, but her story is coming up as an individual. But I'm just want to say to you, what does the breath work do and how it will change you? I want to add a short note to my story. I have took part in local breathwork workshop and it was an amazing experience. Since then I started to do short breathwork exercises and every time I do this, I talk to my twin flame afterwards and I have some form of communication open up with him. Last night again, I fell asleep talking to him and I was taken into dream where I walk in woods. It's getting darker and soon it will be night. In this dream, I'm not scared or but concerned that I'm here and I don't know how to get out. I know I'm on my path, but it's too late to leave. I have no light. In distance, I see my twin flame in his blue winter jacket, color of cerulean blue. This is his actual jacket. And he's walking down the path towards me, and he's holding a lantern, and he's looking for me. Walking towards me as the night falls and fog sets in. I was completely calm and I saw him because I felt I knew that he's coming my way and he will find me. He will come. I just need to wait. What an amazing dream. I slept very soundly. In the morning, I looked up meaning of all of this. It made me feel at peace. I thought I had to share it. This is what I read. When you are lost in the woods in your dreams, it represents confusion and chaos within your life. It means that you are currently facing a dilemma that has got you stumped. You're not sure where to go or what to do. This can be seen in a relationship where you don't know whether to pursue it or not, or in a general choice where you're unsure of the impact of the decision you wish to make. Being lost can also represent your state of mind. I hope this helps others if they wonder how breathwork can help. Totally. It's breath work is in my opinion, and it worked for me and it has worked for many of my clients, why I'm so profound of keep on repeating this like like I don't know who. It will bring you closer to your soul really quickly. I also noticed something other things here, and um, and a blue color, and it was a blue color, and it's the if we talk of the twin okay, as a matter of fact, those who don't know, it's that means yes, exactly. The blue is a throat chakra. Oh, our favorite throat chakra that is blocked for most of us. So that means that he had wearing a blue jacket means that his throat is blocked, and his message was through this that he is seeking for her, but don't know how to talk to her yet. For those who are wondering about other colors, normally the union color is purple. For those who it makes sense to, because I think after the 21st we will see a lot of purple color happening in our world. I will actually end up in today's episode, but I will just discuss certain things that are happening and give you an overview. So first of all, there is a Patreon. So those who wish to join the Patreon, feel free to do so. I'm more than happy. And then I can discuss more in-depth questions and stories over there. Pick up the energies and see what it brings to you. 25th of June 2023 at 6 o'clock European time, at 12 o'clock New York time. On Patreon, if you support this channel, I obviously can grow more and bring you more information and better equipment and everything like that. Then my website is going to be up, where I'm really going to share as much as information for free as I can, and you can book the consultations and have the overview. So this is up over there. And as usual, on Wednesdays we'll have a story from a twin flame, and on Sundays we'll discuss about certain topics. Like today we're talking about portal opening and 21st of June. I like to say that I actually was supposed to say that last week there was a missing piece of one journey. I had a technical problems. Apparently I couldn't set it up, and there was some millions of things. And then I always believe in this, that okay, if the energy is not aligning and if it's not working out today, it's not meant to be. So it's it was recorded and everything, but then it just didn't work out. So this Wednesday will be a new episode upcoming, and of course Sunday and occasionally we'll have an update about astrology. Thank you so much for listening to Twin Flame Awakening podcast, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you soon here.